Dear Pastor, Priest, or Rabbi, I write to propose that the organizational leadership act to establish a pro-life office and pro-life activities throughout our churches, congregations, synagogues. I believe that such leadership and the establishment of a permanent office will greatly increase pro-life teaching and activism. In fact, considering the seriousness of the moral evil and injustice in legalized abortion, I believe it is our moral responsibility to take the lead and make pro-life work a part of our regular activities. A permanent pro-life office as a part of our leadership would play the role of coordinating events and making sure that congregations are sharing the news and having good materials to do it with. A pro-life office would also be useful in communicating with pro-life offices elsewhere and forming useful long-term bonds with the rest of the body of Messiah. Much of the work, of course, would be done on the local level through congregations. Our priests or pastors or rabbis can both preach and organize for life-saving and heart-turning pro-life work. Below I've included a list of what pro-life work on a congregational level might include. Preaching on the subject. This naturally includes the ethics behind our need to protect unborn children, and the ability to explain why the many rationales given for the killing of the unborn do not fly ethically. Preaching also includes instilling that it is our moral responsibility to act, and that to do nothing is morally unacceptable. Furthermore, teaching includes communicating that it is not acceptable to support politicians and organizations which support abortion. Abortion involves societally sanctioned mass murder, and there is hardly a counterbalance to that intrinsic large-scale evil among other normal political issues. We cannot proclaim abortion to be murder and then support those who are behind it for this reason or that. Organizing activism in the pro-life sphere. Organization could include preaching from the pulpit, written communication, and meetings. Some congregations bring their entire flock to pro-life vigils once the fire is lit. Among the various spheres of pro-life work are street vigils and street counseling, pro-life pregnancy centers, protest marches, education, and political lobbying. Teaching against the roots behind abortion. Obviously, the roots behind abortion are many, but in this case, I mean what appears historically to be the most direct root: contraception. The mass acceptance of contraception among believers was historically prior to the acceptance of abortion, and was also legally prior in the sense that the privacy clause was used first in defending contraception before it was ever used to defend baby-killing abortion. Contraception also appears to be logically prior, as once we have loudly proclaimed a child to be a nuisance or a curse by contracepting, it seems logical that there is now much more compulsion to have an abortion. It's much easier to abort a nuisance than it is to abort a blessing and a child of God. Not only is contraception a major root of abortion, but many forms of contraception are abortifacient in their qualities, both the morning and week after pills and also the ordinary birth control pill. Lastly, I propose we teach against contraception in harmony with the 2,000-year-old Christian doctrine against it, which holds that contraception is intrinsically evil. There is biblical principle, natural law, and theological principle of love in marriage, which stands strongly against any practice of contraception. Please consider the above proposal for the future of our organization and the body of Messiah as a whole. I believe a commitment to pro-life work and a part of our denominational or church organization mission which is headed in Messiah. People frequently say that if they had lived in Germany during the Holocaust and there were death camps in their backyard, they surely would have done something. Well, there are death camps in our backyard, and what are we doing? Thank you kindly for your time and consideration. God bless you.